Titans fans, we are trying to reach 7,800 subscribers here on Titans Today, and we need your help. You see, we are 82 subscribers away from reaching that mark of 7,800, and we want you to subscribe today. We're putting out Titans news, rumors. We got watch parties like the one this weekend against the Bucs, where we're going to be live for the entirety of the game, plus Q&As and more. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the Titans Today community. The Titans take on the Bucs, like I mentioned, for our watch party, and that is the topic of today's video as we preview that matchup with Tennessee going to Tampa Bay to take on Baker Mayfield and the Bucs, and that is the best part about today. We're going to talk all about that in today's video, and the big key to this game, well, that'd be Will Levis. He is the brand new Tennessee Titans starter as he was named QB1 by Mike Vrabel going forward. Not just this week, not just next week, but as long as he's healthy, it seems as though Will Levis will get the starting nod. We got this report yesterday from Jim Wyatt saying that Mike Vrabel named rookie Will Levis the team's starting quarterback. This actually came after Ryan Tannehill was labeled as QB1 on the unofficial depth chart, but guess what? It was Will Levis who was announced as the starter in Vrabel's press conference yesterday, and it's clear to see why. In the 2 games he has played in Tannehill's absence, he has been absolutely incredible, to say the least, to be quite frank with you. If you look at the game against the Falcons, who, by the way, at the time, were a top 3 defense in yards per game, 4 touchdowns. That's 2 more than Tannehill had in 6 games in 1 game. He played very well against the Steelers, unfortunately, came up short there with the loss, but I liked the poise that he showed in that game. A primetime game, one with short rest, and he still looked on top of his game. The QBRs will go up. I don't really like to judge a rookie quarterback on QBR just because that's so hard for him to recognize defenses and understand how exactly that works. But I think the big thing we take away is let's freaking go. We've been waiting for this, Titans fans. We've been asking Mike Vrabel to say, hey, we don't want any more Ryan Tannehill. We don't want him. We want to see what Will Levis has got. We think he could be the future, and now we get to see exactly that. Thank goodness, this is exactly what we've been asking for, and we finally get it. And I'm going to ask you a favor. If you are excited for Levis to start this upcoming Sunday, then here's the way to tell me. Like today's video. I want to try and get as many likes on today's video as possible. In fact, let's shoot for 200, because I know there's 200 Titans fans out there that are watching this video and saying, you know what, I'm happy that Will Levis is starting. And I'm going to show it by liking this video and have other Titans fans come in here and watch the video and like it too, to show that we are happy with Mike Vrabel's decision to start Will Levis over Ryan Tannehill. I'm so pumped. Let's go. Let's go. Let's look at the Bucs offense here and what the opposition will look like for the Tennessee Titans. The 5, or rather 4 guys that are going to be the main focal points of this Bucs offense that the Titans defense will have to face is Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, Godwin, and Rachaad White. Lots of names you've heard before, but maybe you're surprised to see them all together on one sheet. And how are they doing this year? Well, Baker, surprisingly enough, has played overall, I'm going to say, above average. Now, how above average? Not too much, but his stats, they're not bad. They're not bad. QBR sitting around 56. The touchdowns at 12. Interceptions actually pretty low for what I would expect. The Baker's also almost had 2,000 yards. So, guy that's kind of been bouncing around the league. In fact, ended up with the Rams last year, was with the Browns. He's a guy who's been a travel man in the NFL. It seems as though he's kind of, I'm not going to say found a home, but found a place where he can succeed in Tampa Bay. All right, coming up, we're going to give you some keys to victory for the Titans versus the Bucs, along with my score prediction for this Sunday's game when the Titans take on the Bucs, 12 p.m. Central. Also, make sure you join us for our watch party. But if you're trying to go to the game, we'll make sure to get your tickets at Game Time. That is the sponsor of Titans Today. And Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for not only sports, but music, comedy, and theater events in your area. You shouldn't have to worry about buying tickets to your next big event, and Game Time will give you the peace of mind when buying tickets with their best price guarantee. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. I'm telling you, I use Game Time pretty much every single week. I'm a guy who likes to go to a lot of events. I wanted to go to a concert last weekend. I pulled up Game Time on Friday, got the tickets, was at the concert on Saturday. It was so easy. It was cheaper than any other ticketing app. And I'm telling you, I've had some frustrating experiences with ticketing apps. Game Time, not one of those at all. Their app is super user-friendly. You can see that you can obviously see where you're going to get your seat, what you're looking at, and how everything flows. And with last-minute ticket deals, flash deals, and zone deals, Game Time is the only way that you're going to get the guaranteed lowest price on your tickets. So make sure you go download the Game Time app and use promo code TitansChat for $20 off your first purchase. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code TitansChat for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code TITANSCHAT for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets at the lowest price, guaranteed. Let's look at the keys to victory here for the Titans. And the first one is to protect the ball. Now, why do I say protect the ball? Why am I thinking that the Titans are going to turn over? Well, I don't think that. I don't think the Titans are going to turn over. I just know this Bucs defense is really good at turning the ball over. In fact, this year, they have forced 15 turnovers, which is 4th in the NFL. And their plus 8 turnover margin, and they have 8 turnovers forced in their 3 wins this year. And they're second in turnover differential at plus 8. The only team that's better at them is the Bengals at plus 9, but second with plus 8 in the turnover margin. When they win the turnover battle, they win the game. They just haven't won the turnover battle the past couple weeks, and that's why you have to protect the ball against this Buccaneers defense with Devin White, Antoine Winfield Jr. These guys are going to be flying around the field. Keep that ball tucked and make sure Levis don't make any stupid decisions. The second key to victory is to launch it downfield. At the same time I say that this Bucs defense is good at turning over the ball, I think it's noted that you can take some deep shots against them. C.J. Stroud lit this defense up last week, and you have receivers who are pretty good at catching the deep ball. DeAndre Hopkins, we saw him against the Falcons catch a couple of deep balls from Levis. Nick Westbrook-Ikine, he's been a guy who throughout his career seems to be a one play a game. He's going to run deep, and they're going to give him a shot. I like that. Keep doing it. Chris Moore, though, 6 receptions for 169 yards. Yeah, that average is absolutely insane with Moore. Without Treylon Burks, most likely, given he's in concussion protocol, Moore could be stepping into that wide receiver 3 role. I could see a lot of time with that. Along with this, there's also some stats to back this up of why you should go downfield. The Bucs are allowing the 31st most in the NFL in yards per game and passing yards at almost 280. There's 32 teams in the NFL. That means they're second worst. Give the ball to Levis and let him go deep. I think that's the ultimate thing here. The run defense for the Bucs is severely better than the passing defense. Get out there and throw it. With that being said, I'd mentioned Treylon Burks most likely not being active for Sunday's game. So I want you to name a receiver that you want to see step up versus the Bucs. Is it DeAndre Hopkins after having a slow game last week in terms of the way he likes to play? Is it Westbrook-Ikine? Want to see him get going? Is it Chris Moore? Is it Phillips? Let me know, is there a guy that you want to see step up against the Bucs? Get in the comments right now and give me that name. The third key to victory here for the Tennessee Titans is to control Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Now, Evans and Godwin this year have been overall just a type of duo that has basically been, I'm going to say this, 1A and 1B. They're wide receiver 1 and 1.5. And to be quite frank, I don't know which one is 1 and 1.5. These guys have been absolutely amazing together. If you combine their stats, they have 77 receptions, over 1,000 yards already, 6 touchdowns, and combined averaging 66.4 yards per game. These guys are insane, and they're not something to be messed with. That's why you have to be at the top of your game. You're going to have to be here, and honestly, it's going to be a big game for Kristian Fulton and this defense. I want to see Jeffery Simmons get in the backfield to kind of throw off Baker Mayfield. That way, it's less time to get the ball to Godwin and Evans because they played against some good DBs, some good secondaries, and they beat them. I would like to see a good game here from this Titans secondary and overall defense to control these two guys. The fourth key to victory is to be confident. There is this. Will Levis, the past 2 weeks, has been the starter because of injury. I think he's known that. Mike Vrabel's known that. That's been a known thing throughout the locker room. This is the first week where he is on the field because it is his job. And I think that's why confidence is going to be key, not only for Levis, but just this entire team. I think we can all agree that throughout the season, there's been just kind of this lack of, we are good, this lack of confidence. Well, I'm hoping with Levis in the starting role officially, Mike Vrabel making the right decision, him kind of showing like, hey, I'm here for you guys. I want to do the best for this team. It's time to go out there and play like you know you can. You have DeAndre Hopkins. You have Derrick Henry. You have Will Levis now. Go out there and play a good game. All right, I'm going to give you my score prediction here for the Titans versus Bucs. But before I do that, I want to give you a chance to beat me to it and predict the score to this game for your own. So get in the comment section right now and let me know what your score prediction is for the Titans versus the Bucs. I'm going to give you a quick second to do that. All right, the score prediction I have is 31-24, Titans over the Buccaneers. I'm saying the Titans are going to come out, they're going to play well, and they're going to win on the road in Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield has played above average. You have Godwin and Mike Evans, but Will Levis, I can see the confidence growing, and you could see the pain in his eyes last week when he lost. That's a rookie who cares. 3 days rest in prime time when all the eyes were on him, and yet he still took it like a champ, saying, hey, I got to be better. We got to do this better. This team, we have to do this as a whole. I like what I've seen from him, and I think now that he's QB1, he gets that confidence, and he will be on a roll. We're going to have a watch party for this game, so make sure you join me. I'll be there live at about 11:30 on Sunday. Make sure you're there with us. We're going to be having fun, talking Titans, having drinks, having a tailgate atmosphere while we watch the Titans give some play-by-play, live stats, updates, all you could want. So if you're not going to the game, well, turn us on and watch it. And if you're watching the game, you can put us on the other screen and have fun with us. We appreciate you watching today's video, and I hope to see you on Sunday. Tighten up and peace out.